Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild with the brand new update here in early access. This will be coming out December 6th for everybody, but right now you guys get to see us content creators kind of show off the map and some of the stuff that comes with the update. Today we are going to be going for a moose hunt with the 303, as well as probably also a few other animals. We're going to try and hunt a few different animals throughout this video. I'm going to try and make it not just about moose, though I am still working on trying to get the moose herds into shape so we can attempt to get a great one in early access. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we're definitely going to at least attempt it during the live streams. But for these videos, I kind of wanted to do a variety of stuff to kind of showcase everything that has to do with this brand new map. And eventually we may start working on exploring other maps and hunting the species that recently got added to them. But today we're going to do more New England hunting, and we're going to start by customizing our 303. And there's a lot of different camos that look pretty good, but I think this really goes with this particular version of the 303. This is the laminated 303 from completing the missions on Tiawaroa, and I think this looks really good. The way the barrel looks along with this type of laminated wood, I think looks really nice. So we're going to go with this. I'm not going to add anything else to the rest of the gun, as I feel like it really just does not look as good when you start adding other things along with it. At least for the 303, I think I really want to keep this look to the barrel and the rest of the gun, so we're just going to go with this. I think it looks pretty good. Well, that's a pretty good looking whitetail deer, and they did get some changes to their model with this update, so we're going to try and get this one down just so that we can get a closer look at it real quickly, because I do want to see up close the changes that were made. We kind of looked at them on live stream a little bit, but haven't really taken one in-game since this update. Here we go. Just like that, he is down and on the ground. Before we claim it, let's get a good look at the face, because that is what has been changed on the whitetail. They added a little bit of white by the nose. They also kind of shaped the face a little bit differently than it was previous. And I think it is a massive improvement over the original model for the whitetail. However, there is still room for improvement for sure. A couple things could definitely be better, but I think overall it does look like it's a massive improvement over what the whitetail used to look like. Let's go ahead and claim this one. 215 on the score. Managed to get a double lung with the 303. Let's go to the inspect screen real quickly. You can also view the x-ray in here as well, so you can get a much nicer look at exactly how the shot went. I do love this harvest screen. I think it's so much better than the old one. So much more versatility. I've seen a few people say they don't like it, and honestly, I really cannot see why. It is so much better than it used to be. I think I also did forget to mention that this video is partially a continuation of the first video that we did here on the channel for New England. Because one of my channel members, who is at the third tier of a channel member, one of the rewards that you get whenever you are a tier 3 channel member is that you can choose a video for me to make on any topic that you want. And well, he had chose to do a moose hunt with the 303, so Justin, this is kind of a continuation of that video for you. We'll kind of see if we can get some moose down with the 303. I know everything was a little bit rushed with that first video because of how things went with this early access, just kind of dropping out of nowhere. So this is a little bit of a continuation of that first video. And unfortunately, there goes the very first chance we had at a moose. Maybe we can get it right here. You know what we actually did? We just nailed a heart shot on that beautiful level 4 moose. So that worked out. It actually worked out. Let's see what this one scores. This is probably going to be a smaller level 4. Yeah, 219. So it is a gold, but not super far into gold. But we did manage to get a pretty nice heart shot, so I will take it. Thankfully, the hard shots on moose are relatively easy to hit, especially if you're at a frontal angle, so we were able to get in there and get him down super quickly. I also saw a couple comments talking about the new, I guess the kill time for hard shots on moose, and there was a lot of people that were saying that actually is pretty realistic. I wasn't 100% sure if that was realistic or if they would be dropping instantly, and most of you were saying that they will drop instantly sometimes, but in a lot of cases, they will walk a couple feet before dropping down. So I guess it actually is pretty realistic that they made that change. There is a moose somewhere below us, but I cannot see where. It looks like that's the female. I did not see a bull here when I ran through the first time trying to get to that outpost, but it looks like there was indeed a bull moose here. Now, whether or not we can get him is still unknown, but it looks like he's probably going to be in a somewhat decent spot. In fact, I think he is in front of her. Yeah, so that should be very easy. Let's just try to sneak one in there. I don't think we managed to get a super great shot, but it might be a single lung. Yeah, it definitely is a single lung. We'll see if we can get another shot into it, just to kind of speed up the process. And yeah, that should make him go down a little bit quicker. I am insanely excited to be finally able to shoot some moose, to try and get a moose great one, even if it is in early access and we wouldn't be able to keep it. It would be nice just to be able to get one so that I can show it off to you guys and so that we can experience it, because it would be a lot of fun to be able to accomplish. We had the pleasure of being able to kill a early access great one a while back, but that was a whitetail. We had already had a whitetail, so it wasn't as special as this would be. This would truly just be insane if we managed to make it happen. Here we've got ourselves another moose. Just drop that right into the center of his chest. It should kill him, though we did miss the heart. I'm pretty sure I aimed slightly too high, so that's a bit of a problem, but he should at least go down eventually. Well, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. It seems that it did not die, which means we probably hit in between the lungs and above the heart. That is probably one of the things that happens the most to me, yet I still keep doing it. You know, one of these days I'll learn to shoot a little bit to the left or right. I think a lot of it is just trying to go for the heart shot and then overcompensating on the drop and ending up hitting above it. It's not great, but I mean, it is what it is. There's really not too much we can do about it except maybe not go for the heart shots if we're not confident that we can hit it. Well, what are the odds of this? A little bit down the river, I ended up finding our moose, even after a time reset and everything. That is crazy. He is so much further down than where we took our first shot. I did not expect to be finding him up here, but sure enough, we moved from right here to here, and he was coming back to his zone after the time reset. That is pretty crazy. And once again, another one of these beautiful moose to claim. I am such a massive fan of the remodel. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of the remodel of the moose? I don't think I've asked too much about the moose in particular when it comes to your guys' opinions on the models. I think the model rework was pretty good. The animations looked nice. And I think it was a really good move in the right direction for the future of Call of the Wild. I really hope to see a lot of other animals get these types of reworks because they did so well with the moose. So from the about 1.5 days that I've had to hunt this map so far, this has to be one of the better moose spots that I have found just for the amount of bulls in one area. For the most part, they are insanely spread out on New England, and I don't exactly think that's going to be a big positive to a lot of people. I actually do think that this is going to be a good Great One grinding map just because of the sheer number of moose. There definitely seems to be a lot more of them than other maps. However, they can literally be at any body of water from my experience there along all of the rivers as well as the majority of the lakes, so it's going to be hard to find all of them. But there definitely seems to be a few more moose than on the normal maps, which is pretty cool. I do think that is going to be a positive, but it is going to be a little bit difficult to see just how many people are going to actually enjoy hunting moose on this map because of how spread out they are. However, I gotta say I have had fun with it, even though it has been difficult to find all of the zones. And this zone right here has got to be one of the better ones, so let's get lined up to take a couple of them down. You know, something that I really noticed with this map in particular is almost every single one of these drink zones actually looks like they are drinking in the water. The majority of them are just like this. They're virtually in the water, and in a lot of cases they are standing in the water, which is a massive step up from some of the older reserves where they stand like 50 feet up into a tree line and drink. This looks a lot better, and this guy right here is one of the better moose that we've got to take down today. Now let's see if we can get one of these as well. I'd like to get this one since it is the biggest of the two level 3s, but I don't know if it's going to give us a shot. There is our beautiful level 4 moose. Let's go ahead and pick it up. We did get a nice little heart shot, so a lot better than the previous moose that we tried to take down and completely missed the heart. That was quite unfortunate, but this went a lot smoother, and this one was a nicer moose in general, so that's pretty good. I can't remember if I mentioned this in a previous video, but something that I've noticed as I've been hunting moose that I am insanely happy with is the fact that all of the whitetail zones are virtually on top of every moose zone. This is huge for people that want to grind both, but maybe don't want to have to use two different grinding setups and kind of switch the tent layout between whitetail and moose. Now you'll actually be able to use virtually the same setups for both. I could totally see us trying to get to a point on this map where we herd manage both whitetail and moose and try to get the zones that are on top of each other to be our main zones for both whitetail and for the moose. That way we could do two grinds on one map, and I think that would be phenomenal. Maybe even if black bear are like that, we could try to get black bear done as well. Because as of now, I still don't know what map I'm going to grind for a great one black bear since we still don't have one. Well, it does seem that black bear drink at the exact same time on New England as they do on all of the other maps from 20 to 0, so it's once again going to be a night hunt if you're trying to go for the black bear. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but I suppose it is what it is. I'm gonna hope that the black bear are actually pretty decent on this map because sadly, a lot of the maps do not have the best black bear hunting, and considering it is one of the newer great ones that's been added, there's a lot of people that want to have a map that has somewhat smooth grinding for black bear, but so far, most of them have been pretty rough, and I'm really hoping that New England is going to be a little bit better for them. But there she is, nothing special, just a level 1 female, but it is the only black bear I've found in like 30 minutes of searching, so I had to take it down regardless. Just so we could get one of them down. Well, we have finally done it, a male black bear. This is the very first one that I have found today, and it's at this lake right here next to this outpost in the bottom right corner of the map. My gosh, I am just so happy to finally have my eyes on a male black bear. Black bear have been so tough to find on this map. This is only the second one that we have seen, with that first one being the female that we took down a little bit ago. Well, after quite a bit of tracking, we did find our black bear. It looks like it actually stood up right as I shot. That explains why we didn't end up hitting where I thought we were going to. I thought maybe we just messed up, but it looks like he tried to stand up and it just didn't show that, or maybe I just didn't see it. But either way, we ended up hitting the stomach, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but I did find a pretty heavyweight fox track on the way here. There's a 5 to 6 kg gray fox track, and that very well could be a diamond one. Well, so far we've had a couple gray fox move through, but neither of them are the one that I found the heavy track from. We have a 4 kg male as well as a 4 kg female here, so that is definitely not our 5 to 6 male. I'm curious where he's going to come out from, and if maybe he's going to be a little bit late, because we've already got 2 fox here, but not the one that we're looking for. However, there is ducks all over this lake, so if you guys are looking for a great place to set up some duck decoys and some blinds, this lake down here is definitely going to be your best bet. This area is loaded with them. As you guys can see, they are just landing all around me as I sit here. I think this is going to be a fantastic bird hunting area. Well, there it is. Unfortunately, it is just a level 7. But it is what it is. We will still take it down. So let's just get lined up. And in fact, there is another one. That's a level 5 female. Let's get him, though. That should be good enough. And unfortunately, can't use the 303 on them. So I decided to get the semi-automatic 223 AR and give it a little bit of a camo paint job. And there we go. There is that little fox that we just took down. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. 5.97. So it is a very decent level 7 gold, but unfortunately not anywhere near diamond. But it's so nice to kind of see that the red fox has been brought up to this quality right here, because this little gray fox was probably one of the better models in recent time. And so the fact that they have recently brought the red fox up to the same quality standards is pretty cool. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video where we search for red fox so that you guys can get a better view of all of the brand new models for the different fur types for them, and we'll see if we can make that happen. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you all watching. That's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe to the channel, as we're insanely close to 80,000 subscribers. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!